Well, hello, this is Rochelle and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a printable by his palette, and this printable is called Gem, and you can get it from her Etsy store and download and print it for yourself and use it however you would like to. This is just one example. If you use my code Rochelle10 on her Etsy store, you will get 10% off your purchase of printables. So I'm just using a stencil that has various size circles in, and I'm using my Faber-Castell Goldfaber Aqua pencils, aquarelle pencils, in the same colors that I want to use the watercolors in. So this pencil will dissolve into watercolor when you add water to it. And I'm using it in my interleaved Bible, which has a full blank page next to each typed page. Personally, I don't think it's more space because you've got double the amount of words on the next page that you've got to provide for on one page. So if that makes any sense. So I've just drawn various size circles in the two corners of this page because I want to kind of have it flow from the one corner to the opposite corner, and just doing various size circles which I'm going to be coloring in then or painting in with my watercolors. The nice thing that I really love about the Faber-Castell product is that the color numbers are the same across the range of products. So if you're going to be using the Goldfaber pencils with the watercolor pans, you're going to be using, or there are the same colors available, and it's very easy to match. So just painting in my bubbles. And I'm using this printable with Proverbs 12 verse 4, where it says an excellent wife or a good wife is a crown to her husband. And man, I just have to laugh always. God has got such a sense of humor in the way that he does things. And it's I always kind of get tested in the word that I share, just because if I have nothing to say of any value, how then will people be touched and changed by the word of God? And so yes, on this specific day when I was doing this specific word, I was so not the excellent wife. I quarreled with my husband about silly, stupid things, and he reacted, and it was just not a nice day. And things like that happen. Yes, it happens even to YouTube people. And yeah, so as I was doing this page and contemplating about what the Word of God says, because this printable is so pretty, and I was reminded of, because it's a gem or a jewel, I was reminded of a crown, and I looked up this verse and it was like in my face, I'm so not being an excellent wife. Now, here's the thing about the Word of God. We're not supposed to be condemned by it. Yes, that's the right word. We're not supposed to be condemned by it. It's not a you'll never make it word. It is a lift up your head, stop crying, and change word. That's the Word of God. It's not the sit and sulk and be sad kind of word. It's the change kind of word. And so, I had to get up while I'm waiting for the paint to dry and go and apologize. I think that's what makes us excellent wives. And there are various versions of this verse, and the specific ESV one says an excellent wife. And so that's what an excellent wife does. She fixes up where she messes up. And I just want to encourage you to not be condemned by the word, but really to be transformed by it, to be changed by it, as it becomes that Rhema revelation to you, where you have an interaction with the Word of God, that you would change and not stay the same. So I printed this printable on trace paper or vellum, and I put it through my Xyron sticker maker and stuck it down onto the page. And then I'm going to be using the same colored pencils to write out my little sentiment for this page, which is then an excellent wife is a crown to her husband. So yeah, just some splatters added before I stuck it down, writing and calling it a page. I do use a trio sharpener by Faber-Castell for these pencils. I just find that they work better and break the lead less. So definitely worth getting yourself one if you don't have one. And just continuing writing my sentiment. I'm using some capital letters to emphasize some of the words like excellent and crown, and then just writing down the verse address, which is Proverbs 12 verse 4, and stamping my date. I inked it up with a Faber-Castell big brush marker and calling it a page. Thank you so much for joining me. Remember to go get your printable from his palette Etsy store, and I'll see you again soon. Bye bye.